to give you two quick announcements, and then we'll have another song before we get started. If you are a speaker crowd, because we all need to feel the beauty of this, but if you're a speaker, we need you back over here at the stage area. So there's a couple of you that we saw out in the crowd, and we need you to come back because we're about to get started. And then secondly, again, I want to remind folks, we have an accessibility area off to my left, your right. Your right. If you need space in the accessibility area, there's space there for you. And we know there's a little rain, but how many people know that we are stronger than a couple of drops? So we're going to get started, but let's jam just a little bit more before we bring up our speakers.
Mic check. 1, 2. We're on. This is the resistance movement. This is the freedom movement. This is the liberal movement. This is the disability movement. This is the queer movement. This is the black movement. This is our movement. Hands off. Hands off. Hands off. Hands off. Yeah, give it up for you today. So I need y'all to help me out. For those who don't know, my name is Rasan Hall. I'm the president and CEO of the Urban League of Eastern Massachusetts, and I'm your co-MC for today. But I got to do a sign check real quick. Y'all got some dope signs out here. Love is resistance. Hands off my democracy. Beware of that doji get put down. Ooh, yeah. Stop the coup. Hands off Palestine. Dump tyrant Trump. It's not right or left or wrong. There's one I'm looking for, I can't see it right now, but it said you can't spell hatred without red hat. So we've got some amazing speakers who are going to speak to this moment that we find ourselves in right now. This resistance moment, but also this moment of casting a vision of a world that we will live in, because we will do it when we band together and tell this administration hands off. So you all say hands off. Social Security, hands off. Hands off. Collective, hands off. Speech, hands off. Schools, hands off. Massachusetts. Stage. Jaya Saviti from API Can. Did I say? How I say it? Jaya Savita. So I'm particular about name pronunciation because my name is Rashan and people always call me Rashan. That's not my name. So Jaya Savita from API Can. Give it up, make some noise.
Thank you so much. Hi, Massachusetts. Hi, Boston. My name is Jaya Savita. I'm a woman of color, a lifelong Bostonian, and the proud daughter of Indian immigrants. I'm here representing API's CAN, a statewide network amplifying the voices of Asian American and Pacific Islanders across the Commonwealth. Together with our partners at the Luce Immigrant Justice Network, we're building people power to keep all of our communities safe. I stand here on behalf of the AAPI and immigrant communities, united in our shared vision and shared values, commitment to advocacy and working class solidarity. Okay, I would not be here if not for immigration. The back? Okay, awesome. My story is an immigrant story. Today I want to focus on my mom, my amma, who shaped me in so many ways. My mom, who's right over here, came to Cambridge from India in the 1980s. Growing up in Calcutta, she was shaped by the anti-war movements in the US that she read about and the Bangladeshi War for Independence, which she directly experienced. Inspired by academics and activists, she came to the US determined to learn, but also eager to make a difference, and she did. After staying in the US, thanks to a work-related visa, my mom worked and used her work and awareness to support activism, never questioning her place in the movement despite of her immigrant status. I clearly remember gathering over there in the Boston Commons over 20 years ago as a small child with my parents to protest the US invasion of Afghanistan and Iraq. That was my first protest, and that was one of many that my parents would take me to. Mama actively participated in the Occupy movement, the Keystone protests. She even worked with the Washington to convince them to change their name. She was more often not the only immigrant, the only Asian, the only small brown woman at these events and in these spaces. And after becoming a citizen, my mom has never questioned her freedom of speech here in her adopted country. She has never wavered in her commitment to making the world a better place. Because of her, I have learned the value of social justice and the power of mind. As the daughter, as a woman, as an Asian American, my voice matters. Our voices matter. My mom shows me every day what it means to be an immigrant, and more importantly, what it means to be American. BIPOC, LGBTQ folks, working class communities, and immigrants have long contributed to the rich tapestry of mass and this nation. We make this country run. And we won't be scared into silence. To demand our freedom to speak truth to power, we're born, or what languages we speak. Our struggles are interconnected. Our triumphs are everyone's success. To Palestine, to here in the US, we are fighting for democracy. And we reckon on one is an attack on all. So today, we're gathering here to say, hands off our communities. Hands off our future. Thank you.
Let's give it up for Jaya Savita from APCAN. So I see another sign right here. It says, love is resistance. And I'm reminded of the words of the great Mel King. Love is the question and the answer. Love always wins. Darkness can't drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hatred can't drive out hatred, only love can do that. As I look out on this mass sea of humanity, I see a love of people. I see a love of democracy. I see a love of freedom. I see a love of liberty. And we're here to protect that. And we're here to stand against the attempts to dismantle our democracy. We've got to defend democracy. We've got to demand diversity. And we've got to defeat poverty. And so the next speaker who's coming before you is someone who has done that. He has stood up to defend democracy. He has enacted and fought for legislation that has demanded diversity. And he has showed up on behalf of marginalized and left out and pushed for initiatives that will defeat poverty. This man has been our senator in Massachusetts since 2013, and he has served in Congress and been active in politics since 1975. He is one who is pushing for change. Put your hands together for U.S. Senator Ed Markey.
Wow, thank you. Great job you are doing. Are you ready to fight? Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming across the whole state to be here for this historic demonstration. And thank you to the kick Murphys, and thank you for shipping up to Boston so we can ship Donald Trump and Elon Musk out of Washington, D.C. It is so great to be here with you today. Boston runs on Dunkin's, and Boston also runs on resistance, and it has for 250 years. This is the energy which we need, and Boston is going to ignite that energy across our entire nation. So we have to tell Donald Trump and Elon Musk, hands off our rights, hands off our jobs, our Social Security, our Medicare, hands off our democracy and our future. We are not going to take it anymore. No, Elon Musk, no one made Donald Trump of the United States. The only ring we're going to kiss here in Boston is when the Celtics win the championship again this year. There will be no Trump third term. That is not going to happen. This is Massachusetts, and the people call the shots. And that's why Donald Trump is right now targeting us, targeting Massachusetts, our economy, our way of life, what we believe in. For them, DOGE stands for the Department of Gutting Everything. Medicaid, that's 2 million people in Massachusetts. NIH, that's the cure for heart disease and Alzheimer's and diabetes. NIH also stands for the National Institutes of Hope, and they are trying to destroy that hope. The Department of Education, that's $2 billion for special education, for Pell Grants, for food programs, for financial aid, and upward mobility of every child in our society. Donald Trump does not want to make America great again. Donald Trump make America hate again. That's what he's all about. But here in Massachusetts, we stand for what is right. We will always stand with trans people because trans rights are human rights. We will always stand with the LGBT community. We will always stand with our unions and working people. Always stand with our veterans and their families. And we will stand with Romesa Ozturk. Freedom of speech is a right, not a crime. Release Romesa Ozturk now, Donald Trump. Release her. Donald Trump seems to think that DEI only stands for defending Elon's interests. But we know it stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion. It's us stronger every day. Let us lock arms together and say, your struggle is our fight. Your freedom is our future. And if Donald Trump wants to tear us apart, he's going to have to go programs. But we need everyone here to be hands-on, fighting for our democracy. So I want to give you all 3 things that we have to do. Number 1, we're going to have to block them in the courts, and we are. Number 2, we've got to help out all across the country, like in Wisconsin that we just won this week, and help elections all across this nation. It's not going to be the fear of God that changes Republicans. It's going to be the fear of voters that are rising up. And third, we are just going to have to stand up. Did on his overnight filibuster. Cory Booker was right. We need to shut things down and stop this madness to resist. And that's why I went to the head to personally demand that Doge and Trump stop cutting funding for a livable future, for climate solutions to protect us from the fossil fuel industry. And they had the guards come out and push me out of the building. But we're going to send them a message right back. They cannot stop us. They can't stop a Green New Deal. They can't stop a clean energy revolution. And we will never comply in Boston, never comply with their illegal, unconstitutional violation of rule of law. We do not agonize in Boston. We organize. That is who we are. So all of these techniques are meant to shut us down. But together, we're not going to in any way back down. We're building power today for tomorrow and the day after and the day after until we win. So this is where we are. Are you ready to say, hands off our pocketbooks? No more Trump tax cuts. It's time to make the billionaires pay their fair share. Are you ready to say, hands off our health care? We need to expand Medicare, expand Medicaid, double the NIH funding. We need to say out loud, vaccines work. Are you ready to say, hands off the Department of Education? We stand in solidarity with our teachers. Are you ready to say, hands off our immigrant community? Stop terrorizing them. They need a pathway to citizenship.